What you're seeing isn't the typical market you see on TV. These are hidden gems, deep within the landscapes of China. Amidst impossible places, each market holds the soul of an ancient culture. So don't rush past, join Planet Unzipped in exploring these unique stories now. Sanzhou Daji Market. Every Sunday morning, this area transforms into a blazing inferno with over 500 open-air stalls, a tradition dating back to the 1970s. Deep within the landscapes of China, Sanzhou Daji Market. Amidst impossible places, each market holds the soul of an ancient culture. So don't rush past, join Planet Unzipped in exploring these unique stories now. Along the street, hundreds of meters long, is a sea of green vegetables from the Lingnan region. Located on the outskirts and in the narrow alleys, this area is large enough to satisfy any antique hunter, with thousands of items spread for miles. It is estimated that each market session attracts tens of thousands of people. Qingping Medicine Market. If you think a market is just about knives, cutting boards, vegetables, or clothes, then Qingping Market will completely shatter that definition. Located right in the heart of Guangzhou, it's known as the Holy Land of traditional Chinese medicine, where upon entering, your sense of smell and sight will be overwhelmed by an unbelievable array of things. Wandering through the stalls, you'll find thousands of herbs for sale, from familiar to extremely rare. But what makes this market truly spine-chilling for international tourists is its world of dried animals. Qingping has faced much controversy in the past regarding the wildlife trade. However, today the market is strictly managed, modernized, and has become a huge center for legitimate medicinal trade. Wanliang Ginseng Market Fusong. Stepping through the gates of the Wanliang Market, the first thing that struck my sense of smell was an extremely distinctive aroma. In the heart of impossible places, just look around. and you'll be overwhelmed by a vast expanse of vibrant yellow-brown. Ginseng here isn't displayed in the luxurious velvet glass cases of traditional Chinese medicine shops. No, here they use large bamboo baskets, oversized plastic basins, and even sacks to hold the ginseng. Can you believe it? Over 70% of the world's ginseng production is traded right here. During peak harvest season, hundreds of tons of ginseng are bought and sold daily, with tens or even hundreds of millions of yuan flowing through this market. If you're someone who enjoys discovering unusual extremes, then Wanliang Ginseng Market is a must-see destination on your travel itinerary. Shuhua Wild Mushroom Market, Yunnan. Yunnan boasts over half of the world's mushroom species, and Shuihua is the planet's largest trade market for wild mushrooms. But don't mistake this for an ordinary agricultural market. Here people trade mushrooms more expensive than pure gold, harvested from deep misty forests and mountains. The atmosphere here is always suffocating trucks, laden with treasures from the ancient forests speeding in at night. The lightning fast deals worth tens of thousands of yuan, and the family secrets of survival in the deep forest shared by mushroom hunters. This is not just a market, it's a mystical underground world of natural products. Hihuachi Herbal Market, Sichuan. This market is a blend of the bitter taste of mysterious roots brought from Tibet or the Sichuan Plateau. Trust me, just stand here and breathe for 5 minutes, and you'll feel like every pore is being cleared and unblocked. There are many markets in the world, but Hihuachi will surely overwhelm you. It's like a giant labyrinth with many rows of streets and thousands of stalls. Here in impossible places, medicinal herbs aren't sold by the gram or ounce like in the traditional Chinese medicine shops at your doorstep. Venturing further inside, you'll find things that will make you rub your eyes in disbelief. Giant dried centipedes, strung together scorpions, geckos, snakeskins, and especially Cordyceps sinensis, the gold of the highlands. The best part about experiencing it is sitting quietly in a corner and watching the market operate. This place has the seriousness and busyness of a true wholesale market. Kashgar Sunday Bazaar, livestock market. If you think China's busiest markets are just full of technology and skyscrapers, you're greatly mistaken. Today, we'll travel back in time to the Kashgar Sunday Bazaar, a massive livestock market located right on the ancient Silk Road in Xinjiang. Every Sunday, tens of thousands of people from all over the oases flock here, bringing with them thousands of sheep, cattle, horses, and camels. The atmosphere here is a crazy mix of dust, the smell of straw, and bargaining in ancient languages. A completely original, raw, yet vibrant world that you can't find anywhere else on the modern map. If you ever get the chance to visit, would you dare to try spending a day bargaining at this unique market? By Hualin Jade Market, Xinjiang. There are no luxurious glass display cases with dazzling LED lights like in Shanghai or Beijing. Here, the scale is a vast, open-air courtyard spanning thousands of square meters, filled with rustic wooden tables and hastily spread tarpaulins. Up there, tens of thousands, millions of pebbles of all sizes lie scattered around. But don't underestimate them, they are Xinjiang jade. In the midst of impossible places, the atmosphere is thick with murmurs in Uyghur and Mandarin. Trade Market Yunnan. This market is a breathtaking crossroads of indigenous tribes from neighboring countries. Stepping inside is like traveling back in time to the Silk Road or the ancient tea-horse road of hundreds of years ago. At first glance, you'll be overwhelmed by countless bizarre things you've never seen before. From jars of unique deep-sea insect-infused liquors and ancient mountain roots to tightly compressed, glossy, black ancient tea cakes. Everything here follows a pure natural law of survival and exchange, completely separate from the technological world outside. Dongxing Border Market, Guangxi. This place is like a cultural melting pot. Buyers, sellers, and porters pulling rudimentary carts rumble back and forth. Located in the heart of impossible places, the Dongxing Border Market is not simply a local market, it's a massive retail and logistics hub. The market is divided into many complex areas, from sturdy multi-story commercial buildings to endless rows of wholesale shops. Stepping inside, you'll be overwhelmed by endless rows of goods piled high. Chinese people from the inland provinces flock here to collect these items because for them, they are high-quality imported goods. Huangsha Seafood Market, Guangzhou. If you think you understand everything about Chinese cuisine, come here and be shocked. In Guangzhou, dubbed the world's largest never-sleeping aquarium. Here, seafood isn't sold by the piece or by the kilogram, but by the ton. It feels like stepping into a chaotic underwater world movie. The sound of flowing water, the shouts of bargaining in Cantonese, and the sight of strangely sized marine creatures. From giant king crabs with their claws raised defiantly to bizarre fish that look like they've just been pulled from thousands of meters below the ocean floor. All are incredibly fresh, swimming around in endless rows of closely packed glass tanks. Shoshan Fishing Port, Seafood Market, Zhejiang. At impossible places, the experience at Zhoushan Market must begin between 3 and 4 a.m. That's when the entire city of Zhoushan is still asleep, but at this fishing port, a fiery battle for survival and trade officially begins. Join me on the ship's deck or the sturdy concrete harbor. Looking out to sea, hundreds of large offshore fishing vessels flying red flags returning from long days at sea are lining up to dock. Shushan's seafood market isn't measured by stalls. It's measured by kilometers of docks and logically organized buildings. Where major traders auction tons of fish right at the dock, shipping them throughout Shanghai, Hangzhou, and Beijing overnight. Shilauren Seafood Market, Qingdao. If you think you've explored all of China's busiest markets, then the Shilauren Seafood Market in Qingdao will make you redefine the word experience. Located right next to the famous Shilauren Beach, where a 1,000-year-old rock formation resembles an old man gazing out at the sea. The air here is filled with the salty scent of the sea, where fresh seafood is caught from the Yellow Sea. What makes Shalaran so unbelievable is its unique blend of elements. The authentic charm of sun-tanned fishermen on one side, enjoying freshly prepared seafood and sipping on a cold Tsingtao beer isn't just about food. It's about savoring life on a whole different level. So what do you think of this market? Leave your opinion in the comments below and let Planet Unzipped know. Fuyuan Fish Market, Heilongjiang. Fuyuan is situated at the confluence of two colossal rivers, the Heilongjiang and the Wushui River, where they merge. This rugged geographical location and frigid waters have created a unique fish market. To fully experience this market, you have to get out of bed at 3 or 4 in the morning. When the outdoor temperature can drop to -20 degrees Celsius or -30 degrees Celsius in winter. The first impression upon entering the market is one of stark contrast. Amidst the pristine white snow and the icy atmosphere, the market appears like a stage brimming with primal energy. The sounds of trucks and the deep, resonant voices of burly fishermen from northeast China fill the air. Kangding Tibetan Market, Sichuan. Located at an altitude of over 2,500 meters, Kangding has long been a vital trading gateway on the legendary T-Horse Ancient Road. But only by venturing deep into the Tibetan market here can you truly feel the wild and mysterious soul of this land. It's not simply a place of commerce, it's a living museum. As soon as you step into the market, your sense of smell will be assaulted by the strong, distinctive aroma of Tibetan herbs. Looking at the friendly smiles, tanned cheeks, and rosy glow from the highland sun and wind of the Kampa people, then you will understand what it means to have unwavering resilience in the face of harsh nature. Barkor Street Market, Tibet. We are standing right here at Barkor Street Market in Lhasa. A market where I dare say the definition of buying and selling will shatter all your conventional worldviews. This place doesn't sell things to feed the stomach. This place sells things to nourish the soul. Barkor Market is actually a series of ancient cobblestone streets surrounding Jokang Temple, the most sacred heart of Tibet. In other markets around the world, people move in a chaotic manner. But in Barkor, the flow of people follows one supreme rule: everyone moves clockwise. Shikwana Market, Tibet. Located at an average altitude of over 4,200 meters above sea level, the Shikwanhe Market in the Ali region of Tibet is a truly unique destination. Tibet is not just a trading hub, but a genuine survival oasis amidst one of the harshest desert climates on the planet. While Lhasa is known for its bustling atmosphere, few have ever set foot in this invisible location. Stepping into this market, you'll immediately be overwhelmed by its unique atmosphere. Amidst the bone-chilling cold and strong winds of the highlands, the Su Tuyen Ha Market comes alive with an astonishing blend of cultures. This is not simply a market, it is a testament to the resilience of people in the face of nature's harshness. Sanjiangdong Ethnic Market, Guangxi. Nestled amidst the towering limestone cliffs and misty rivers of Guangxi, we are standing right in the heart of the Dongtamjiang Ethnic Market, Tamjiang County, Guangxi. Stepping into this market, you're greeted not by the neon lights of the city, but by a rich, deep indigo hue. Throughout the market, you'll see women and elderly people from the Dong ethnic group wearing traditional clothing. They wear headscarves and heavy, exquisitely crafted silver jewelry, adorning their ears and chests. Kaili Miao and Dong Market Guizhou. There are places in the world whose very existence defies the concept of modern time. And the Miao and Dong ethnic market in Kaili, Guizhou is one such place. Amidst the misty limestone cliffs, this market appears like a slow-motion film, completely pristine and untouched by commercialization. Stepping inside, your senses will be immediately assaulted by the vibrant indigo hues of the handcrafted brocade costumes. Without LED lights, the local people from remote villages bring here the very essence of the mountains and forests. Shaping Monday Market, Yunnan. What does Dali Yunnan mean to you? Is it the chill cafes by Erhai Lake? Or the bustling, brightly lit old town? This is where you'll realize that Yunnan still has a pristine corner, untouched by commercialization. Every Monday morning, thousands of Bai ethnic people carrying unique woven baskets with stands flock here. The charm of Shaping Market lies in its rustic nature. There are no mass-produced souvenirs here. You'll see old men sitting and smoking pipes that are a meter long and bustling livestock markets as if you've stepped back in time to centuries ago. Panjiayuan Antique Market, Beijing. Panjia Garden boasts an enormous area of over 48,000 square meters, divided into vast sections with more than 4,000 bustling stalls. But the most captivating element, the very thing that draws a hunter, is the ghost market that takes place in the early hours of the weekend. In the crisp, cool air of Beijing before dawn, thousands of people flocked here in silence. Buyers carried small flashlights, their beams sweeping back and forth across mud-covered Buddha statues, rusty swords, and dull pieces of jade. It's called the Ghost Market because in the past it was a gathering place for the impoverished nobility of the Qing dynasty. Today, it's a haven for items of unknown origin. Shilie Culture Market, Beijing. If you want to know how extravagant the people of Beijing used to be, you absolutely must visit Shilaihe Culture Market. This is a place where time seems to stand still, completely separate from the modernity of the capital. People come to Shili not to buy necessities, but to hunt for unique cultural artifacts. You'll be overwhelmed by the market corners where a single carved bird cage can fetch a fortune. Rough, gnarled walnuts are held and twirled in people's hands. Don't underestimate them. These ancient walnuts, polished to a shine by decades of hand sweat, can fetch thousands of dollars. Lanling bird and flower market Shanghai. Stepping through the gates of Lanlin Market, my first feeling was one of being overwhelmed. Not overwhelmed by modernity, but by the thick, persistent sound of tens of thousands of crickets kept in earthenware jars. This market is like a forgotten time capsule, defying the onslaught of luxurious shopping malls. Here, crickets aren't children's toys, they're real fighters. People use tiny mouse feathers or silk threads to stimulate the crickets' egos, preparing them for fierce cricket fights. These exquisitely carved ceramic jars containing high-end crickets, some containing champion crickets, can fetch prices of thousands of yuan. Watching how they carefully examine and discuss the legs and antennae of an insect, you can see just how profound and elaborate this hobby is. Chengdu Midnight Antique Market, Sichuan. Nestled in the heart of ancient yet modern Chengdu, this antique night market operates in an extremely primitive and mysterious way. As the clock strikes midnight, makeshift stalls begin to be set up under the flickering light of flashlights and the dim glow of streetlights. Here you'll find everything from rusty ancient coins and jade statues of unknown age to bronze handicrafts from decades past. In this market, there are no price tags, no certifications. It's all about your keen eye. People call it the searching for gold in the sand journey, where a dusty item could be a priceless antique, or conversely just a sophisticated fake. This place is steeped in an atmosphere of mystery, where bargaining is whispered and transactions take place in a flash under the Sichuan night sky. Tashkurgan Livestock Market, Xinjiang. This is not simply a place of buying and selling. This is an auction floor, a vibrant cultural sanctuary of the legendary Silk Road connecting China. To get here, you must traverse the Karakoram Highway, one of the most dangerous and spectacular roads on the planet. The border town of Tashkurgan appears as an oasis amidst snow-capped peaks over 7,000 meters high. And every Sunday morning, before the sun has even had a chance to warm the frosty haze on the Pamir Plateau, the entire valley awakened to the bustling sound of horses' hooves pounding on the barren rocks. The Tashkurgan cattle market is not a destination for those who prefer luxurious resort-style travel. It smells of manure blood, highland dust, and men's sweat. Malipo Border Market, Yunnan. Have you ever heard of a market where the boundary between two countries blurs with just a handshake? Come to Yunnan, China, but forget about the romantic Lijiang or Dali. Today, we'll infiltrate Malipo. Nestled amidst the towering limestone cliffs of Yunnan province, the Malipo border market is a breathtaking arena of survival and cultural exchange. Here, the sounds of bargaining and Chinese blend together, creating a unique atmosphere, unlike any modern city. People come here not just to trade goods, but to live to feel the harsh realities of this remote border region. Sanzhou Daji Market. Every Sunday morning, this area transforms into a blazing inferno with over 500 open-air stalls, a tradition dating back to the 1970s. Deep within the landscapes of China, Sanzhou Daji Market. Every Sunday, amidst impossible places, each market holds the soul of an ancient culture. So don't rush past, join Planet Unzipped in exploring these unique stories now. Along the street, hundreds of meters long, is a sea of green vegetables from the Lingnan region. Located on the outskirts and in the narrow alleys, this area is large enough to satisfy any antique hunter, with thousands of items spread for miles. It is estimated that each market session attracts tens of thousands of people. Qingping Medicine Market. If you think a market is just about knives, cutting boards, vegetables, or clothes, then Qingping Market will completely shatter that definition. Located right in the heart of Guangzhou, it's known as the Holy Land of traditional Chinese medicine, where upon entering, your sense of smell and sight will be overwhelmed by an unbelievable array of things. Wandering through the stalls, you'll find thousands of herbs for sale, from familiar to extremely rare. But what makes this market truly spine-chilling for international tourists is its world of dried animals. Qingping has faced much controversy in the past regarding the wildlife trade. However, today the market is strictly managed, modernized, and has become a huge center for legitimate medicinal trade. Wanliang Ginseng Market Fusong. Stepping through the gates of the Wanliang Market, the first thing that struck my sense of smell was an extremely distinctive aroma. In the heart of impossible places, just look around and you'll be overwhelmed by a vast expanse of vibrant yellow-brown. Ginseng here isn't displayed in the luxurious velvet glass cases of traditional Chinese medicine shops. No, here they use large bamboo baskets oversized plastic basins, and even sacks to hold the ginseng. Can you believe it? Over 70% of the world's ginseng production is traded right here. During peak harvest season, hundreds of tons of ginseng are bought and sold daily, with tens or even hundreds of millions of yuan flowing through this market. If you're someone who enjoys discovering unusual extremes, then Wanliang Ginseng Market is a must-see destination on your travel itinerary. Shuhua Wild Mushroom Market, Yunnan. Yunnan boasts over half of the world's mushroom species, and Shuihua is the planet's largest trade market for wild mushrooms. But don't mistake this for an ordinary agricultural market. Here people trade mushrooms more expensive than pure gold, harvested from deep, misty forests and mountains. The atmosphere here is always suffocating trucks, laden with treasures from the ancient forests speeding in at night. The lightning fast deals worth tens of thousands of yuan, and the family secrets of survival in the deep forest shared by mushroom hunters. This is not just a market, it's a mystical underground world of natural products. Hihuachi Herbal Market, Sichuan. This market is a blend of the bitter taste of mysterious roots brought from Tibet or the Sichuan Plateau. Trust me, just stand here and breathe for 5 minutes, and you'll feel like every pore is being cleared and unblocked. There are many markets in the world, but Hahuatri will surely overwhelm you. It's like a giant labyrinth with many rows of streets and thousands of stalls. Here in impossible places, medicinal herbs aren't sold by the gram or ounce like in the traditional Chinese medicine shops at your doorstep. Venturing further inside, you'll find things that will make you rub your eyes in disbelief. Giant dried centipedes, strung together scorpions, geckos, snakeskins, and especially Cordyceps sinensis, the gold of the highlands. The best part about experiencing it is sitting quietly in a corner and watching the market operate. This place has the seriousness and busyness of a true wholesale market. Kashgar Sunday Bazaar, livestock market. If you think China's busiest markets are just full of technology and skyscrapers, you're greatly mistaken. Today, we'll travel back in time to the Kashgar Sunday Bazaar, a massive livestock market located right on the ancient Silk Road in Xinjiang. Every Sunday, tens of thousands of people from all over the oases flock here, bringing with them thousands of sheep, cattle, horses, and camels. The atmosphere here is a crazy mix of dust, the smell of straw, and bargaining in ancient languages. A completely original, raw, yet vibrant world that you can't find anywhere else on the modern map. If you ever get the chance to visit, would you dare to try spending a day bargaining at this unique market? By Hualin Jade Market, Xinjiang. There are no luxurious glass display cases with dazzling LED lights like in Shanghai or Beijing. Here, the scale is a vast, open-air courtyard spanning thousands of square meters, filled with rustic wooden tables and hastily spread tarpaulins. Up there, tens of thousands, millions of pebbles of all sizes lie scattered around, but don't underestimate them. They are Xinjiang jade. In the midst of impossible places, the atmosphere is thick with murmurs in Uyghur and Mandarin. Trade Market Yunnan. This market is a breathtaking crossroads of indigenous tribes from neighboring countries. Stepping inside is like traveling back in time to the Silk Road or the ancient tea-horse road of hundreds of years ago. At first glance, you'll be overwhelmed by countless bizarre things you've never seen before. From jars of unique deep-sea insect-infused liquors and ancient mountain roots to tightly compressed, glossy, black ancient tea cakes. Everything here follows a pure natural law of survival and exchange, completely separate from the technological world outside. Dongxing Border Market, Guangxi. This place is like a cultural melting pot. Buyers, sellers, and porters pulling rudimentary carts rumble back and forth. Located in the heart of impossible places, the Dongxing Border Market is not simply a local market, it's a massive retail and logistics hub. The market is divided into many complex areas, from sturdy multi-story commercial buildings to endless rows of wholesale shops. Stepping inside, you'll be overwhelmed by endless rows of goods piled high. Chinese people from the inland provinces flock here to collect these items, because for them, they are high-quality, imported goods. Huangsha Seafood Market, Guangzhou. If you think you understand everything about Chinese cuisine, come here and be shocked. In Guangzhou, dubbed the world's largest never-sleeping aquarium. Here, seafood isn't sold by the piece or by the kilogram, but by the ton. It feels like stepping into a chaotic underwater world movie. The sound of flowing water, the shouts of bargaining in Cantonese, and the sight of strangely sized marine creatures. From giant king crabs with their claws raised defiantly to bizarre fish that look like they've just been pulled from thousands of meters below the ocean floor. All are incredibly fresh, swimming around in endless rows of closely packed, glass tanks.